Hey, I wanted to share a great call that I just had with a client. They're going to be some move up buyers. So I helped them buy with an FHA loan about 3.5 years ago. They're, of course, had a lot of appreciation. So even though they put down, probably $20,000 when they bought, they have over $100,000 of equity now. So they want to move up, family's growing. And so one thing that I find pretty often in talking to first-time buyers that are now move-up buyers is that they've only had one mortgage experience. They probably still have the same loan since rates were pretty low, and so the understanding that's kind of going through their mind is, well, I have all this equity, I'm gonna put it down, so I want to go from this condo to a house, and I want my payment to be the same, and so they don't really understand the math and how interest rates are working. So this is where we can come in and help find some solutions for them. So let me show you, share my screen here, and I wanted to show you what I showed them so that we can see if maybe there's someone in your world that this could benefit. Okay, so on their current loan here, they're going to list their home for 425. So we know it's probably going to sell for more than that. They owe 325. They have a 3.5% rate. Their payment's about $2,100. And their goal for this move up home was to keep about a $2,500 payment. So a typical strategy would be to say, okay, you have, let's say, $100,000 equity plus. So here's what it would look like here, right? You can go out and buy a $500,000 home, put down 20%. So there's no mortgage insurance. And then with taxes and insurance, you're going to get that $2,500 payment. The problem, though, in this market, going from a $425,000 condo to a $500,000 home is not really going to get them what they're looking for. Behind the scenes, I was looking, through their pre-approval as we were doing that, and I noticed, they had about $40,000 in debt between student loan payments that are now coming due, 2 car loans, and a few other credit cards. We all know, as the family grows, the expenses grow, and so what I showed them is that, okay, if you sell the home and you have this $100,000 to work with, you don't have to put it all down. So in this middle column, I showed them how they can go out and buy a $600,000 home, end up, putting down just 5%, so $30,000. That would leave them, let's say, after closing costs and everything, $65,000. We can use the bulk of that to pay off all that other debt. Car loans, student loans, and credit cards. The minimum payments on those accounts were just over $1,000. And of course, anyone who's bought a car lately, that car payments are expensive. So paying off 2 car loans is huge in their monthly cash flow. So even though by putting 5% down, they end up with a payment that's about $3,500, so $1,000 more than the payment that they wanted. By the time they pay off all the debt, really it's going to be cash flow even at the end of the month for them. Okay, this also allowed them to, they'll have probably $20,000 extra that they can keep in an emergency fund after we buy the house and after they pay off all the debt. And that's going to really start them on a road to growing their wealth and having that start to earn some interest for them. And so I just love doing things like this because this is a great solution for them that I believe, any kind of a, Lending Tree, iRobot lender, anything like that, no one's going to take the time to go through and really help them find a strategy to get into a much larger home, really the home that they need, put down less, keep more liquidity, and allow it to grow and earn some interest and really put this family on a road to being very successful homeowners. If you have any questions or if there's anyone I can help with, please reach out. We'd be glad to help. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.